Thomas Dorsey was basically a blues singer. He called himself Georgia Tom, and for most of the 1920s he made quite a bit of money by singing off-color blues. Then suddenly he experienced, as many people do, sort of an epiphany, a revelation. He lost a lot of money suddenly. He took that as some kind of sign, and he began to turn his considerable songwriting talents to gospel music.
I was standing by the bedside. That's me. Yeah, that's yours. And was just about to cross the swelling tide. That's your first one. Honey, asking you if you would do me a favor. Kindly take this message to the other side. If you see my Savior, tell him that you saw me. When you saw me, I was on my way, You may meet some old friend who may ask you for me. Tell him I am coming home someday.
We affectionately refer to him as the godfather of gospel because he sophisticated the call and response technique which came via the oral tradition from West Africa, and he introduced the so-called jazz cadences and rhythms of popular music into the gospel idiom. What he did when he created the form we know as gospel, he put the music of faith into the common idiom of the people. It was in the colloquial expression with which people were familiar, and it was born in a period of deep economic depression in America when Lester Granger of the Urban League said that black America almost had a nervous breakdown, things were so bad. In Norfolk, Virginia, in 1928, 29, 80% of the adult population were on relief. And black men were standing on corners trying to sell their services for $1 a day. White matrons fired their maids and sent them home, and they had to wring their hands over dishwater singing Amazing Grace. So it was really the essence of gospel music that kept the frail hopes of the black community alive in our churches.
All right, let's go. Gracious Lord, I love your name. When I look back from whence I came, sometimes stumbling, sometimes falling, sometimes alone.
Not only did he write great songs, but he also tended to figure out new ways to market and merchandise the songs. He was the first one, for example, to come up with the idea of really pushing and selling and merchandising gospel songs on sheet music. He was the first person to go out and really push his songs the way a modern popular song plugger would do.
He told me several stories of real meanness by ministers. One was he would publish his songs on little song sheets, and he would go to churches and he'd ask for an opportunity to sing one of them, or one of his songsters or demonstrators, as they were called, would sing them, and then he could sell his song sheets or tell people to come to his store. He said he went to one church and the minister said, "I want you to sit on the front row and I will give you a chance to sing one of your songs." Dorsey said that the man looked at him then, dismissed the congregation without letting him sing a song. He'd lost a Sunday morning. The other times they would say, take that old jazzy music out of here and don't blues up our things. So you see, Dorsey had to organize a gospel choir convention so that he could put this program on himself.
He just had a little white bag in the drawer, and he just dropped the dimes in there. So I could see he wasn't keeping up with nothing. I said, you got something yet, but you just don't know what to do with it.
But I addressed you to do it.
And I took over. And he lives today on it. So it was mine to travel around, and wherever I'd go, I'd carry the music, sing the song, sell the music after the service was over. And that's the way Mr. Dorsey's business was built.
Sally was a great singer, but her business acumen was greater than her singing. But the young woman who was born in 1911 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Mahalia Jackson, came to Chicago when she was 16 years old. And even though she'd performed with the Johnson Brothers, she eventually became Dorsey's demonstrator. And they traveled together for 14 years. Dorsey would write the songs and teach them to Mahalia. They'd travel all over the United States singing these songs. And of course, eventually, Mahalia became the woman responsible for introducing gospel to the wider world.
Oh, Lord, I want to live faithful each day. Let me walk in your true way. I'm telling this world, Lord, what a Savior one day I found. And I'm spreading your gospel all around. Oh, Lord, I want to live faithful each day. Let me walk in your true way. I'm telling this world, Lord, what a Savior one day I found. And I'm spreading the gospel all around.